Hi, good afternoon. My name is Peter Ash, and we're here at Jeff's house, and we're going to build a lasagna garden. And so I'm going to show you step by step how to do that, so that when we're all finished today, you'll be able to go into your backyard and do the same thing. So it takes a little forethought. You need to collect some materials, and we'll describe all those as we go along. But first, what I'm showing you is that we're making a slurry. And I want to show you that I have this filter on right here on my hose to take out the chloramine or chlorine that may be in your tap water. So the reason we want to filter that out, get that out, is because chlorine, what does it do? It kills biology, it kills bacteria. We want to grow the microbiology in this bed. So we want all the beneficial aerobic microbiology to be going to work for us. So we put this filter on here to clean our water. So what I'm doing is I'm making a slurry, and what I've put in my tub here is a whole variety of things. And one of the things we did is we collected native soils and mulches from 3 different ecosystems in this area. So I collected some oak mulch and soil from underneath some old oak trees, the inch right above the soil, and the first inch of soil. Because all the leaves on the top, there's not much going on there, they're not decomposing. So I want to get the stuff that's already decomposing, because that's where the microbes are going to be. So I got soil from underneath oak trees. I went out into our coastal native sagebrush, and I collected some material from a couple different sites there. And then I also collected from a riparian area, from a freshwater stream bed that runs down off the inland valleys out towards the ocean. So I got those 3 different ecosystems that all contain native, natural microbiology. Because one of the things we want to do when we're gardening without the use of chemicals is we want to get a wide, diverse set of microorganisms working for us. So also in my tub, in this slurry, I've got some chicken manure and some of the bedding from the chicken coop. We collected some horse manure along with some bedding, so it's got the poop and the urine and the bedding material. We also put in a small handful of mycorrhizal inoculant. So we got the mycorrhizal fungi working for us by getting that in here. We put in a bag of this juice pulp from a local juicer that's using mostly organic fruits and vegetables. And we put in here some what I like to call magic powder, or complete organic fertilizer. And that is a blend of organic soil amendment or organic fertilizers. And so in that blend, there's alfalfa meal, there's cottonseed meal, there's kelp meal, bone meal, blood meal, fish meal, seabird guano, and then a little bit of dolomite lime, and a little bit of gypsum. So we added about 2 cups of that to this. Okay, so I'm mixing up this slurry of all these ingredients that I mentioned. And the reason I'm doing this is because when we build our lasagna bed, we're going to be putting a lot of dry materials in here. And if I were to put those dry materials in and just water them with the hose, most of the water is just going to run off. This way, with making this slurry, this moisture is going to stick to the dry materials, and the moisture is going to be able to leach into it and soften up those dry materials. The dry materials, the cardboard, the straw, the leaves, and so on, are going to be able to soak up this moisture, so we're not wasting water. We've got a wide variety of microorganisms in here, so that's the point. So we're going to begin with our first layer. Okay, so what we've got here is we found some of these old boxes. So in this case, we've got our frames for our beds. So the first layer, we want to start with some sticks. Old sticks, not too big, dry is best. We'll lay those in the bottom because we want some airflow underneath. So with some sticks in here, and we don't want them sticking up, we want them laying flat, but they can crisscross each other, create some air tunnels. So we'll just get a bunch of sticks in these beds. You can cut if you want. Alright, so we've got our layer of sticks in the bottom, our first layer. That's going to create the air tunnels. Get on there, and we'll just get a little wet. There you go. So we got some slurry on here, so this our mixture will help stick to the paper and the cardboard and soak it up so it's not just all draining through. Now if we didn't have these frames and we were just doing this out on the ground, this works really well like if you want to smother a lawn. There's no need to dig up the lawn, or if it's a weed patch or whatever. That's what the paper and the cardboard work really well. You overlapping layers that cover up all that green material. It'll kill it. If the leaves of the plants, the grass, the weeds, whatever, if it can't see the light, then it's going to get smothered and die underneath. So you have all that organic material in the soil, and that's what we want. So now we've got our layer of browns on, so let's start getting some greens on. And today we have, besides our juice pulp, we have some fresh cut lawn, and we have some fresh kelp from the beach that we've rinsed off with fresh water, so it's not really salty. And we're going to start layering a layer of that on.